Hey guys, Steve here with MassPage Empire. Okay, so in our last video I showed you how I put together a silo and the way in which you would kind of do all your interlinking and everything else and all the benefits of setting up a silo such as this. Well, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to set up this silo structure inside of MPC using path formulas and the paths. So our first silo that we're going to have is our state. Our second one is our main keyword plus our city. And our third one is going to be our sub keyword plus our city to stab. So without further ado, let's go ahead and tuck in and get going. Okay, so the first thing that we want to go ahead and do is we want to define what our paths are. So we need to go ahead and name them. So the first one we know is going to be state. The second one is going to be main KWS for main keyword. The third one is going to be city. The fourth one is sub KWS for our sub keywords. And then the fifth one is our city to stab, which is our state abbreviation. Okay, we'll also come back over here to VARs here in just a minute. But for our state, what we want to go ahead and do is we can type in Texas in this example. I've got my main keywords already here, which is interior and exterior painting. My cities, let me go grab that real fast. Okay, so there's my cities there. Then let me grab my sub keywords. Okay, and here's my sub keywords. And then let me grab my city to stab real fast. Okay, so there they are. Okay, so when doing the city to stab, one of the things that I do is I go over to text mechanic a lot of times if I only have 5 paths. I go over to text mechanic, and one of the things that I'll do is I will go ahead and just do the prefix and suffix tool that they have over there, and then I add my suffix with a space and then whatever my stab is. So as of right now, if we go back and we take a look at this, we do a blueprint, it shows that we're doing 60,000 pages. Now let me kind of just show you some of these pages real fast. We'll just do 1,000 real fast, and I'll show you why some of this is askew. Well, one, we haven't built any silos. But the other thing that we see here is we have our interior painting cost, and it says the colony when it's matching up with Dallas, or Carrollton when it's matching up with Dallas. Well, we don't want it to do that because we want our silos to match together. So this should say interior painting cost Dallas, interior painting cost Dallas, interior painting cost Fort Worth, interior painting cost Fort Worth. So what we need to do is let's go ahead and start throwing our silos in here. So we know that our first one is going to be Texas. So we right click, we come over here to toggle as silos, and there we go. Now that's a silo. Now our main keyword, it's our main keyword plus our city. Now if you'll remember in the last video that I did, we're not trying to rank for our city, we're trying to rank for our main keyword plus our city, okay? So as of now, we have our silos pretty much put together here because we have our 3 different silos structures right here. We have our state, our main keyword plus city, and then we have our sub keyword plus city and to stab, okay? The only issue that we still have is, even if we do a blueprint, we'll go ahead and do one, is that the only thing we've done now is we've just made everything a silo. It's still doing the same thing where we have interior painting Dallas going to Houston. And you know what we should have is it should be everything right here to Dallas. So let's go ahead and here and start making some edits and getting this all changed up. So the first thing that I like to do is I want to make sure my cities are all matching up. So I go over here to my path 5 and I right click, and what I want to do is I want to click path formulas. Now after I do the path formulas, I select this first one. I have all my cities here in a row, and what I want to do is I hit all. So now I've selected all of them, and I want to make this equal to my main not my main, excuse me, I want to make this equal to my city. So I need to go find a comparison value, I hit Dallas, and then I can auto path. Now, I'm only going to be doing this on auto path right here because it's going to be a like for like. I don't have to change it up, and these are all going to be exactly the same. So I hit add to formula, and as you can see, I've got all these there. So I've got everything. My Carrollton is equal to Carrollton, Garland is equal to Garland. So I hit accept and close. Now when we go ahead and do a blueprint, we should be about half. Okay, see, we're actually less than half of what we were now. So now we're at 2,728 cities. Well, let's go ahead and do a blueprint real fast and see if we're completely there. Well, we see that we're still there. We've got all these going here, but the only issue that we have now, though, is we keep doing interior painting. Now let's go over here and see about exterior. Well, we're noticing that we have some exterior that's actually lining up. But the other thing that we're noticing is that our exterior painting is not matching up with our interior painting. So this should only be interior painting or exterior painting keywords right here and not interior painting. So this is correct right here, but when we get right here, it's all a mess. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and change that. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to come over here to our sub keywords. Now we're going to right click right here. Now if we're ever trying to match something up with a value, another value that's inside of our paths, one of the things that we want to do is we want to do it in the path that we're wanting to match it from. So for instance, I'm in path 4 right now, and I want to match something over here in path 2. I would do it over here in path 4 and not the other way around. So I hit right click, path formulas. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to select all of them. Okay, so what I can do is I can select one, and it says first line to last line. Now I scroll down until I see where my exterior painting cost is. When I get to 46, I know that, hey, I want to have interior painting match up with all the interior painting keywords. So my main keyword is going to match up with my sub keyword. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit right click, and I'm going to hit first line of range. So what that just did was it selected everything from 1 to 46. Now I want to say that it's equal to main KWS. And Larry being Larry, this is all logical, okay? So it's equal to main KWS. Now I'm going to go find a comparison value. My comparison is I want interior painting, okay? Now I'm not going to do the auto path this time because I've got two different values in this list box that I'm matching these things to, okay? And I've also got two different values that I want to equal these two. So I don't want to do that, all right? So I go ahead and hit add formula. And as you can see, it just made all of these keywords, my main keyword is equal now to my sub keywords on each and every one of these. So interior painting pricing guide, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to come over here, click 47, and then I want to right click on 62. I'm going to hit last line of range. Okay, now this selected all of these right here. I still want to do the equals to my main KWS, but now I'm going to change the comparison value to exterior. Okay, now I have the comparison value. I can hit add formula, and there we go. So now I hit accept and close. Now when I do a blueprint, let's go ahead and just do a full blueprint real fast. Now when I do a full blueprint, you can see that my interior painting Dallas, it's all matching up in Dallas. Now you can see Fort Worth is matching up with everything in Fort Worth. But let's go back one thing. Okay, so now we have our interior painting. We also see that our exterior painting in Dallas is matching up. Our exterior painting in Fort Worth is matching up. Plano, it's all matching up now. So now we have the perfect way in which we want all our paths to be flowing and going now, okay? So now that we've done our paths, it's now time to go and set our VARs, okay? So I always start off with my paths first, then my VARs. because I can use path formulas on my VARs, or excuse me, VAR formulas on my VARs. So what I'll go ahead and do is let's go ahead and name these, okay? So I want to say state, it's my first one. We'll do main KWS. My third one will be my city. And my fourth one will be sub KWS. And then my fifth one is stab. And guys, this is pretty much as many VARs as I work with on all my builds. All right, so let me go back over to here. I'm going to right click into here. I'm going to click Var Formulas. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and hit Path Replaces VAR. Okay, so now I've got state, and what I want to do is I want to say, okay, this is state. I move this over a little bit. Okay, so my state matches up with my var1, and I can hit add var to formula, or add formula to var1. Sorry, a little tongue-tied there, guys. So I can click the next button right there, and it goes over here to var2. I want to say, okay, main KWS, or keyword, add to there. City, add, sub, add. And then I'm not going to do a city to stab, so I hit close. And then what I do is I'll just put in TX. Okay, so now what's happened is, because I have this little var formula, MPC, when it goes to build, it can understand and computate that this state means, hey, whatever's in this list box, that's what I want in this list box. So now, even though I don't have my interior and exterior painting, when I just put in this var formula, it automatically knows that, hey, whatever in this list box right here is going into this list box. So when it starts building out pages, it actually replaces all the VARs with everything that's in these list boxes. That way you don't have to make 1,000 different VARs and 1,000 different things each and every time. So, all right, so let's do a blueprint real fast. Now, again, what we showed you before is we now have our Texas, which is our state, interior painting Dallas, which is our main keyword plus our city. And then we have interior painting cost Dallas TX, which is our sub keyword and our city to stab. So what we can do right here is we have our short tail that we're trying to rank for, and then we have our long tail that we're trying to rank for. And in the next video I'm going to be showing you guys it's how to properly interlink between all of these using breadcrumbs and silo linking. Okay? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all have a great one.